Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 572. Now, it is Friday, May the 28th, and this is being broadcasted live on YouTube, and you're probably listening to this if you're not here on this Friday the 28th. You're probably listening to this on a podcast or also the app. And we had some tech issues getting here today. But if you want to be able to join us live on YouTube, just go to youtube.com/Joseph Clough, Clough. And in this episode, being a Friday and being an opportunity to chill out, I thought we'd do a nice little hypnotic process that will allow us to receive the resources, the thoughts, the ideas, the learnings, the new ways of acting and reacting that will allow us to show up more for this week coming up. So let's go ahead, make our intention and attention in releasing which no longer serves us, in getting our mind in the right place so we can allow our unconscious mind to assume responsibility in resolving the things which need to be resolved. Because this year and last year, stuff has happened. But even when stuff happens, it's our ability to respond to it. That's our response ability. We're responding, or our ability to respond. And when we take our attention from the outside noise, you see, we can be so focused on the outside noise and the things happening to us, we forget to focus within us. And I think if we're going to change our external world, we have to change our internal world. So when there's so much noise out there, when there's so many things showing up, issues being created, and we're just feel like we're just that product of life, we've got to go within ourselves. You can't change the outside world. And it's almost like my little weird analogy is, and bear with me with this, but it's like trying to comb your hair by combing the mirror. You see, the mirror is the external world. You can't change your hair like that. You can't change your life by just changing your circumstance. So many people go from one relationship to another, one career to another, one health remedy to another health remedy, where sometimes, rather than changing the outside world, what if we go within ourselves? What if we start to reflect on what is happening within us that once changed will cause us to change the world around us? You see, whatever we perceive to be true is true. It's our subjective reality. It's our subjective truth. But is it really reality? No. You see, we're taking the world through our five senses. Billions of information, I believe, every second, or at least millions. It changes depending on the study that you listen or you read. But in any given moment, let's just say 1 million pieces of information passes through your mind, through your five senses, through the visual, the auditory, the kinesthetic, the olfactory, the gustatory. Every given moment, and our mind's got to decipher between what is real and what is not real, what is good and what is bad, what is relative and what is not relative to us. And that is usually based on our belief systems of how we've come into this world. We'll have certain belief systems about who we are or about the world. We'll have belief bias, which would be very similar to confirmation bias, where your belief system will dictate you looking for other evidence out there in the world to confirm what your beliefs are. For example, if you don't believe you're good enough or you're not worthy, your unconscious mind will look for reasons as to why that is true. It will look for past reasons. It will look for present situations. It will try to decipher, in this case, the negative aspect. It's like a little thought virus in our mind, where that little virus will look for the reasons to stay the same. It will look for the self-validation, whether it be good or bad. Our mind, our unconscious mind, will keep looking for those situations or that evidence procedure to see if it makes sense or not. So if your evidence procedure is I am not enough, guess what's going to happen? It's going to look for all the evidence which will point to that truth, not the reality, but the truth of not being good enough. And we can change a phrase from I'm not worthy, or I'm not capable, or I'm an imposter, or I have an inner critic, or I have worries, doubts, anxieties, depressions, anger, sadness, fear, guilt, hurt, frustration, shame. You literally named a lot there, but you name it, your unconscious mind will look for more of the same. Whether we call it the reticular activating system, which is a part of the brain which looks for everything which is similar. You see a new car that you want to buy, you see that car everywhere. You learn a new word and it seems to pop up in your reality. Your brain is designed to look for what you know. Let me say that again. Your brain, we could say your unconscious mind, is designed to look for what you know. And what you know is your evidence of how you see the world around yourself. Now, as I said, that's a bit doom and gloom, because if we're not feeling worthy, we're not feeling good enough, we're feeling like an imposter, we're going to be attracting the exact same level, or we're going to be focusing to have that confirmation bias of that belief system, of that mindset, that outlook. So we've got to be able to change our mind. Change your mind, you change your results. Change your mind in a very powerful way. You're going to see things differently. It is going to be like we're zooming in on, okay, what's really happening here? How can I really get the truth? Is this real or is it not real? Is this limiting belief that I have about myself something which is good for me? Can I look for counter examples, other evidence procedures where other people have changed? What's out there that I can start to, which in my industry, you'd probably call it reframing. So we're changing the frame of our reality. If this is my belief system, is there another frame that I can put it in where it's no longer true? So let's just say that I have a belief about the world that all money is bad. Well, what if I look for examples in a world where money is good? Charities, helping people. So I'm changing the frame of reference. That's hence the reframe. We've got to reframe our mind, our beliefs, our thoughts to be able to achieve the results that we want. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and reframe our thoughts through a process. Let's relax a little bit. So when you are ready, here's what I want you to do. Number one, I want you to get some nice earphones on if possible. If you don't, it's okay. But ideally, for the better and greater experience, that's what I suggest. And on top of that, always make sure you're not operating any form of machinery. You're not driving. You're not doing anything. Get to your cozy place. Relax a little bit. Give yourself the opportunity to learn. You don't learn from doing all the time. Sometimes we gotta be still. Sometimes we gotta be in the moment. So with that, let's go ahead into this journey of transformation. Now with that, everybody being here on the live, let me change that right there. We're at 25 minutes in. I'm going to change my audio for everyone here. So bear with me. Get yourself in a nice, comfortable place. And we'll get to some good work as I just change all my settings for the live hypnosis. Bear with me. You're going to hear me mute for a second. Okay. I gotta change one more thing because I'm getting... Okay, here we go. Can you hear me? For those who are live, to go into a transformation, go ahead and let me know. Because we're about to begin. I'll just give it a few minutes or a few seconds on the chat, and then we'll get going. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that as always. Thank you, Judy, as well. I still need to change this overlay for my new banner, but it shall do. So you ready? Let's go. So go ahead and get yourself in a nice, comfortable position. Relax. That's it. Be here now. Give yourself this opportunity to go on a journey of transformation where you can listen, you can learn, you can grow. Allow your muscles to relax. Sometimes it's good to be gentle upon ourselves. We usually put so much pressure on what has to be done, that we should be perfect, that we got to get it done right. But let's change that. What if we just become gentle, to relax, to allow each muscle to soften? That's it. Just relax. Just relax. You can hear the music. Maybe it resonates within your neurology. Even as my voice goes with you in the most wonderful way, if you choose. You see, my voice can guide you in drifting, in dreaming, in wondering. You see, it's a good thing to wonder because it means you're learning. And if you're learning, you're growing. So be curious. I wonder what I can learn, how I can change, that will allow me to shine, allow me to grow, allow me to feel connected. And it can take time. And that's why we can be gentle. That's it. So relax, learn, grow. Allow each and every out-breath to be softer than the one before, but not as much as the following breaths. It's time to connect with the nature of who you are. You see, we are thoughts, we are feelings, we're behaviors. But it's not who we really are. You see, those thoughts, those beliefs, those behaviors, they were acquired through experience. They can be strategies that we replay, stories we tell ourselves that we think are true. But is it true? Is it really who you are? Or are you more than that? You see, coming into this world, I believe we were whole. I believe we were one. And either way, we could say we were a blank canvas. And as we went through the world, we assumed, we took on, we acquired this perception, certain confirmation bias, sometimes those limiting beliefs and thoughts. But is it who we really are? I sometimes wonder if we were to ask someone who truly sees us, truly loves us, what are their thoughts for us? How they see us when they think of us? What thoughts they would express? What feelings they would feel toward you in who you are, the source, the essence, all of it within you. We may disagree, we may disregard and disregard what their thoughts are, but sometimes we have to listen and be gentle. What if we were to feel how they feel toward us? What if we were to acquire their belief they have within us, for us, as if that was real, if that was truth? What would happen if you were to assume, to feel, to be, to have, to receive what people truly see in us, or even the essence of who we were when we came into this world, when we were whole, when we were peace, when we were love, when we were joy, where we didn't make a decision of who we are, or a label of who we are. Let's go back. Let's go back to that essence. Let's go back to the truth. Feel it. Become it. Receive it. Allow it. I think we can all go there. I think you can. And it can be hard. It can even be scary to accept the nature of true self, to feel love, to accept. But imagine if you were to fully receive the true nature of your brilliance. What would it be like to accept that you have all that you need to make that change? That you have all that you need to feel love, to feel joy, to feel happiness, to recognize who you are, your power, to reclaim it, to acknowledge it. Whatever your truth, whatever it is, acknowledge, receive it. Decide who you're gonna be, how you're gonna act, how you will reclaim your strength. You will no longer be a product of what life is. You go, no. I'm gonna allow life to be a product of what I choose to create. That I'm ready to make a decision. I'm ready to release what no longer serves. I'm ready to reclaim my power, my love, my desire to do what has to be done. Only you can reclaim that now. It comes from your decisiveness, your decision to assume that responsibility. Almost as if you've been climbing that mountain for so long, every step, every centimeter, pushing forward. And at times it feels hard. At times you felt like you were going backwards. But you pushed through. You kept going. Each step, each moment, moving forward until you get to that peak. And as you get to that peak, you look down to see how far you've come, who you have become. You look back down at those old issues, deep down within that valley, and you say, I did it. I made it. I did what had to be done. You look down and you go, this is who I am. I'm ready to thrive. I'm ready to change. I'm ready. Whatever life comes at me, I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna learn. I'm going to adapt. I'm going to evolve. I'm going to be more in the challenge. I'm going to allow myself to be that example. The example of success, the example of what can be done. Why? Because it's your right. It's your right to choose in every moment. You get to decide. So feel it, embrace it, decide that you are more. Ready to grow? Ready to change, ready to be you. That's it. So when you are ready to go deeper into your change, to reclaim your truth, your reality, to assume responsibility, breathe in through your nose and exhale through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And then when you are ready to awaken to the level that you desire, go ahead and come all the way back to the now, all the way. That's it. So you can decide on what is good and what is right, all the way back. And then when you are ready, you can open your eyes. That's it. All the way back. There we go. And welcome back. So I hope you enjoyed that hypnosis light meditation of remembering who you are. You see, the more we get connected within ourselves, we start to change what is beyond ourselves. So I hope you enjoyed that hypnosis session. And as always, to finish off this podcast episode, if you want to be able to let go of the... Oh, wrong one, sorry. If you want to let go of imposter syndrome, the inner critic, all self-doubt, join my masterclass, which is josephclough.info/power. josephclough.info/power, and that just means you can watch the masterclass, see if it resonates with you. If it does resonate with you, maybe we'll get to work together. We don't get to work with many people because there's only one of me and only one of my team, but if we can support you and help you, we definitely will show you the way to so. And also on top of that, go ahead and download my hypnosis app at freehypnosis.app to listen to hundreds of hypnosis sessions, to create your own custom hypnosis sessions, to listen to hypnosis sessions in the day, to listen to them as you go to sleep. It's all there for you, so go ahead and download the app at freehypnosis.app, and therefore you can embrace the change all within your phone. And as always, if you can, go ahead and leave a review. It always helps. And yeah, it helps me on a business level, which actually I reinvest into the business of the app to be able to create all these new functionalities. And I've got things I want to be doing, which will be happening soon. But also, more importantly, every review that we get, people will look at that and go, do you know what? I'm going to be curious to see if I can go with that as well, to download it. And I've said this before. I actually said this on our other stream, that I've received emails from people where honestly, like it blows my mind. It sends shivers down my spine, makes my hair on my hand kind of stand upright, where people have said they've listened to my podcast when they were close to making that decision to end their life, yet somehow they came across an episode and they remained, they hung on, and that blows my mind. And I put that down to you for those who review the app, because they see your words. So we can honestly make the world a better place. And that's what I'm here for. I'm going live 3 times a week, which is at least 3 hours a week, to try to help people, which goes into the podcast. And I'm committed, I'm ready, I'm decisive. I want to help those who really want to embrace what can be done. Anyway, I appreciate the review. So with that, I look forward to speaking to you on a future episode on the podcast, and we're going to end this episode and go to the live stream after chat or party or closure, whatever it may be. It's always good to get on the live because that means we get to talk to one another. So with that, my friends, on the podcast episode, I look forward to speaking to you on a future episode. So many thanks and goodbye.